Hello and welcome to our Super Bowl site selection with our host committee, Andrea, Diamond, Mackenzie, and Stefan. And we have selected Allegiant Stadium for Super Bowl 56. So first, we are going to take you through our SWOT analysis. We found that the strengths of Las Vegas and Allegiant Stadium is their amount of hotel rooms, over 161,000 hotel rooms. That's definitely enough to house the 65,000 seats at the Super Bowl. Also, the proximity of all these hotels is awesome. It's definitely in walking distance, a really short Uber ride if you needed to. And lastly, the entertainment is a big strength. A lot of people categorize Las Vegas as a 21 plus place. And while that is true, there is also stuff for the youngins. So right here, you see the Red Apple roller coaster. There's also something for the Marvel Avengers and then Circus Circus. A weakness that we found was the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV football team plays at Allegiant Stadium. So we are apprehensive that they are going to have games while there's going to be planning for the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl is not just a one weekend thing. It takes a lot of weekends leading up to it. And then another weakness is there's an unestablished fan base in Las Vegas. But that brings us to a potential opportunity is expanding a fan base in Las Vegas. When you have your city being a host city to a Super Bowl, it can definitely get you in the NFL mindset and make you be a fan. And then also economic growth for the city would be a huge factor. And then finally, threats. Again, the UNLV games, we'd be nervous that they have to get their collegiate schedule in. Of course, we'd be apprehensive that that would run into some planning for the Super Bowl. And then rowdy fans. Since Las Vegas is labeled as a party area, we'd be nervous that people are going to come and be rowdy at the game, put stress on the management of the stadium, and just be partying Super Bowl weekend. So some key events are listed here, and we'll go into depth of those right now. So the NFL experience would be February 2nd to 6th. It'd be at Symphony Park. As you can see, there's a big green right here. We could set up all the activities. Media Day would be at the stadium. That would be on February 1st. Youth Bowling Clinic, that would be at Red Rocks Lane for underprivileged youth to come and bowl on February 2nd. NFL House would be hosted at Caesars Palace. Caesars Palace, we thought would be a great place to host the NFL House because there is a lot of room to accommodate the amount of people that need to be there. Fremont Street would host the NFL Friday night party. As you can see, they are accustomed to having large groups of people and celebrations. The tailgate party would be at the Bud Light Beer Garden. This would be a great place for people to come before the game on game day. And then also people who just wanted to travel to Las Vegas and aren't necessarily attending the game. And that would be on February 6th, game day.
So there were a few reasons why we, as a committee, thought Las Vegas would be a great venue for the Super Bowl. And one of the reasons would be the weather and climate conditions. And so around the Super Bowl time in late January to early February, you're looking at temperatures of around, 59 degrees to 66 as the highs. There's also going to be an average of about 2 days of rain for each month. So it really just compared to other locations seems like a ideal weather and climate condition. But there's also plenty of hotel rooms available, and Mackenzie kind of alluded to this earlier. So as of now, there's over 140 hotel rooms available, but by the time the Super Bowl comes around, there's going to be an additional 20,000 hotel rooms. I don't know why my video went out.
Okay.
So continuing with why Las Vegas is a great choice, we have the Las Vegas Strip, and that's really great for any kind of visitor. There's museums and shows to casinos and bars. It's just really the main attraction of Las Vegas. But also there's there's great transportation. So there's the monorail, which is about 4 miles long, and it's adjacent to the Las Vegas Strip. And it also connects several large casinos, so it's very convenient. There's also your rideshare services like Uber and Lyft, as well as buses, taxis, rental cars, and all sorts of other vehicles. And going on to Allegiant Stadium itself, there are a few amenities that make it great, such as the translucent roof, which is a clear roof that will still give you the outdoor light from the sun, but it will protect everyone from the heat. So that's always a great advantage. And then the lanai doors, which is a great feature, is you can kind of see it in the picture below on the bottom, and it is it opens up and it gives you a view of the Las Vegas Strip itself. So it's a very beautiful view and a great feature. And then something else that the stadium offers is Silver and Black Hospitality, which is their own food, beverage, and events brand. And it features local favorites from around the area, such as Fuku Burger, which is a burger joint with Japanese twist. There's also Barbecue Mexicana, which is a Mexican and barbecue fusion. And then Guy Fieri even has his own place there for tailgating. And a unique feature we have is the Wynn Field Club, which is literally on the field. It's the north end zone and it's that whole length. And it gives you a nightlife kind of experience where, you've got a DJ, it gives you that club atmosphere and you're right on the field. So it really doesn't get much better than that. And then one more feature I want to tell you guys about is the Twitch Lounge, which is, great if you're a gamer. If you're not a gamer, it's still a good experience. It has streaming stations to watch all your favorite Twitch viewers or streamers. There's esport competitions, and then eventually they will be adding future Twitch events. So lots to offer from the Allegiant Stadium.
So then the hotels, we've touched on this, but a lot of the hotels in the Vegas area have high star ratings. So they're your 4s to almost 5s. You are able to find cheaper and lower star hotels, but you kind of have to deviate more from the heart of the city. And as we've covered, there are a lot of hotel rooms available. So the NFL headquarters will be staying at the Paris Las Vegas Hotel. They are able to rent an 1,000-room block. They'll get there starting Monday, January 1st, because they have to be there in a lot extra time from the Super Bowl. And there is over 140,000 square feet of meeting spaces. And this goes great with what the NFL requires the headquarters to have for meetings leading up to the Super Bowl and during that week. The Media Hotel will be at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. They're also able to rent an 1,000-room block here, and they have over a 36,000 square foot ballroom where they can set up their media tools. They can have meetings the week leading up to the Super Bowl and during the Super Bowl. They'll also have their extra media tools set up at the Las Vegas Convention Center for any extra things they need with more tech savvy things. And then finally, the NFL staff and production team hotel will consist of these 3 hotels, the Strat, the Grand Sierra, and the OYO Hotel. Here, we will rent blocks of 500 rooms at each of these hotels. And we're able to get a significantly lower price, which is what the NFL requests. And I found a 30% discount the earlier and the more rooms that you book, which will be very beneficial leading up to the Super Bowl. And then finally, if you look here, this is the map of the area where all the things will be happening. So right here is the heart of Vegas, really. This is Allegiant Stadium. Here's a team's hotel and practice field about 2 miles away. Right here is the youth bowling clinic, so we're not too concerned that that's a little bit further. But right here is where all the tailgates, the NFL experience will be going on. So really close proximity. It's awesome for visitors who didn't bring a car. They can walk or Lyft or Uber, as Stefan kind of touched on earlier.
Some of the amenities that the Allegiant Stadium has include the press box room. It is divided in 2 sections, including the north section as well as the south section. The press room box has a capacity of more than 200 guests, and every single guest, and the guests and the media staff are provided with programs, lineup, and stats as well as game notes by the stadium itself and the NFL. As you can see in the picture below, the press room box like overlooks the entire field, and depending on which section you're at, you can see the Las Vegas Strip. The press box room also has LED screens that show the game as well as important like information from the game. And now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the video control room. So this room has the latest control room technology in the market right now. It also has the largest outdoor board in the NFL. The video control room has LED video boards that allow for symmetrical content, as well as an IP network that is able to control the 12 Panasonic PTZ cameras that are located throughout the entire stadium. So basically, this room allows for unified venue control. In here, people are tasked with controlling graphics and animations as well as videos, which are shown like throughout the game on the Jumbotron. Now I'm going to talk about the locker rooms. So Allegiant Stadium has 4 locker rooms, one for the Raiders, one for the Raiderettes, one for UNLV Rebels, and one for visitors. So each and every single locker room has lockers for each and every single player and cheerleaders. The Raiders and the Rebels locker room has training rooms as well as equipment rooms. And the Raiders locker room has more than 10 TVs that show the entire game for the players to study the game before and like during the halftime. So now in regards to training facilities, Las Vegas has 2 football training facilities, one for the Raiders and one for the UNLV Rebels. The Raiders headquarters and Intermountain Healthcare Performance Center has 3 outdoor fields as well as a 1.5 indoor football field. It has performance center, outdoor pools. It has a weight room, lounge area, and the Fertitta football complex has like almost the same. It has locker rooms. It has a medical facility. It has 2 outdoor football fields as well as 1 indoor. It has meeting rooms, like an auditorium. This is great for the for both teams that are going to the Super Bowl for them to practice before the game. And yeah, now I'm gonna pass it to Diamond so she can talk more about the stadium.
The Allegiant Stadium has a seated capacity of 65,000, but is able to be expanded to over 72,000 with the standing room for special events. There are at least 10 spaces within the stadium that are available for private events, as well as being available for a venue buyout. The club and suite seats that are available to the population includes the Premium Lodge, Owners Club, and End Zone Suites. Premium Lodge comes with 4 seats, while the End Zone Suites comes with 18. Excuse me, and the Owners Club has 18 to 26 seats. They also include special access to the field or the stadium, as well as early access. Security perimeter, there are at least 6 entry points for each level of the stadium. There are approximately 7 levels of the stadium, and then there's the basement where the staff and players will enter. Media would check in at the plaza level, dependent upon their location, as well as what media representation they are there for. Credentials would be necessary for every person in and out of the stadium, including players, staff, owners.
So we're super excited for Super Bowl 56, and we hope to see you in Las Vegas.